Everyone was happy, except one person. Would any of you like to guess who that person was? Yes, today we are doing kirtan of the names of Indra. Indra was furious. This was a major insult. Now please understand, Indra, he has his prestige. He has his wife Sachi, he has all these demigods and all of these celestial people all around him who are worshiping him and honor him and chanting Vedic hymns to him. Hymns to him. This was an insult. Right in front of everybody. The Brijabasis who offer this puja to him to every year. It's a regulation. They're offering it to a mountain instead. It would be one thing to offer it Shiva or Brahma, but a mountain? And also the nature of material attachment is we become habituated to things that we get on a regular basis. Yes? When we get some sort of pleasure regularly, we usually become very habituated and dependent on that pleasure. But that goes for spiritual life too. If we regularly chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 rounds, we become attached to the holy names. If we regularly go to the Mangal Arti to see the beautiful form of Shri Shri Radha Madhava Panchatattva, Narasimhadev, or whatever deities you may worship in the temples or homes you are from, if you do it sincerely with a desire to serve, because it's done regularly, you become attached to the form of the Lord, to the name of the Lord. Nasta prayeshu padreshu nityam bhagavati sevaya. The Bhagavatam just instructs us that we should read and speak Srimad Bhagavatam daily, regularly. If we do so, we become naturally attached to the message of Srimad Bhagavatam. And when we fill our days with these regulative principles, it gives us paramdrisvani vartate. It gives us a higher taste. And not only that, but it doesn't leave us much time for these other things. So the way we break our bad habits are by replacing it with good habits. Through regulation. Very important. Now, Indra, he was regulated to get this Indra Puja from Nanda Maharaj. Not only Nanda Maharaj's life, but all of his forefathers for so many generations. All of a sudden, what he was expecting, he didn't get. This is another psychological principle of human nature in the conditioned state. The more we expect something, the more we are frustrated when we don't get it. Do any of you have this experience? If you want to be peaceful in this world, just don't expect anything. Then you're transcendental. If you expect respect, if you don't get it, it burns the heart. If nobody gives you respect, and then the next day nobody else gives you respect, doesn't matter. It's like, so what? But if you're getting it, then you don't get it. Very difficult. And another thing, if you expect something, you cannot be grateful when you get it, because you expect it. Gratitude is a basic principle which is connected to humility. A humble heart is grateful for everything. Tatenukampam susamikshamano bunjana evatma kritam vipagam. even pain, failure, dishonor. A true devotee is grateful to Krishna for sending those things. I deserve worse, Krishna, but you're just giving me a little bit just to help me to turn to you more sincerely and to neutralize my past karmas. Whatever good we get, we think I don't deserve it. So we're really happy because we're grateful. Whatever difficulties come into our life, we're grateful because we're expecting worse. A grateful heart is like a fertile field where the seed of bhakti can grow without restriction. An ungrateful heart is like a hard, dry field. You could put water on it, but it will take very, very long time for that seed to grow properly. But to be grateful, we should not expect favors from others. A devotee is more interested in how I can serve, not what I can get, but what I can give. If your condition of happiness is what you can give, your happiness is under your control because you have the power to give. But you don't have the power what you're going to receive. So Indra, he was expecting this type of honor and all this food for himself, all this worship. When he didn't get it, he was furious. He lost his mind. Now, Krishna is so merciful. Krishna staged this pastime for many reasons. One of the reasons is because Indra is a devotee. He's not a demon. In fact, all the demons, the first thing they usually do is attack Indra. Yes? If he was one of them, they wouldn't attack him. He's the leader of the demigods. He's not a demon. And we read in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, when Indra performs a yajna in Indraloka, Lord Vishnu personally comes on Garuda, not invisibly, visibly, and accepts the offerings. Indra's a very, very important devotee, but he's Karma Mishra Bhakta. He's a devotee that still wants to enjoy material life. He wants to serve Krishna and enjoy simultaneously. And the facilities that Krishna is giving him for service, he wants some of that for himself too. And the tendency is when we go on that path, we become so infatuated by false pride that we even forget who's giving it to us and who it's for. False pride is such an enemy. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Kuramakshetra during his South Indian tour, the leper Vasudev was so eager to see the Lord. His body was infested with the disease of leprosy. His skin was deteriorating. It smelled horrible with oozing, pussing blood of disease. His fingers, his nose and toes had just melted away. There were unlimited worms eating away his flesh. But he was thinking, this body is as much the worms as mine. I'm living here, the worms are living here. If a worm would fall out, Vasudeva would offer his respectful obeisances to that worm and very carefully pick him up and put him back where he fell from. You cannot imitate him. But we can understand what was the caliber of his devotion. He came to see Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya already left. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the super soul in everyone's heart, came all the way back. He reversed his pilgrimage just to fulfill the desire of his devotee, an outcast leper. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, upon seeing Vasudeva, came to embrace him. Vasudeva said, "No, my Lord, no." The Lord embraced him. My body is abominable. Nobody will ever touch me. Nobody can even come near me because of the stench of the diseased smells. And what to speak of the diseased excretions that are coming from my body. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and you have embraced me. Upon the embrace, Vasudeva's leprosy was cured, and his body became beautiful with a golden complexion, perfect health. And Vasudeva in his mind became worried. You see, when he had leprosy, he was more or less safe, because there was nothing to be proud of. But now, he's Vasudeva Amrita Prada. Lord Chaitanya was named that. Lord Chaitanya is now named after me. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is now named after me, Vasudeva Amrita Prada, one who gave nectar to Vasudeva. People are going to look at me and see, you have received so much mercy from the Lord. What happens if I start thinking myself better than someone else? What happens if I start becoming proud? Then all my devotion is spoiled. Humility nourishes bhakti. Pride covers it. He was afraid of pride. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, just continuously chant this Hare Krishna mantra. And whoever you meet, just teach them about Krishna. And if you do this sincerely, pride will never infect your heart. Indra was outraged. Why? Because he had pride and it was trampled on.